Engage the port comes through from Team Heretics, and Dagda, you hit the nail on the head. That Leona's going to get locked in.
Yeah, the Leona is just very good into Nautilus. So the W gives you so much more tanky stats than the Nautilus that basically if Nautilus ever engages, you just turn onto the enemy AD carry and chase them down. You have more damage, you got a ton of CC. Your Q is also up significantly quicker than the Nautilus. So kind of using that little bit of a tempo lead that he got to move down to the bottom side. Not getting anything. Heretics now feel way more comfortable as they push out bottom side and now move over towards the Dragon. SK starting to lean over towards this, but I don't know how much fight they have in them.
Douglas at half HP though, bit of damage down. Deadly Flourish starts off the fight. The ball's there. Seren holding onto the shockwave and Mickey flashes. That's the start of the play. Dragon's going to reset a little bit though, as Team Heretics have to think egregiously. Are we staying? Scatter the Week going to connect and the engage not there. Yeah, Wei gets Unleashed Power and dead. First blood finally retrieved as Douglas is going to get the Dragon. He cyclones, he flashes, but this is just an ultimatum. He says, I'm going to die. Who can I take? No one the answer. Mickey takes the kill, but for Dragon, 2 in the dirt.
Heretics just couldn't afterwards with the level 6, but it's not enough. But there's the level 6 for Skeens, and he's on bot lane.
Gatling gun down as well. Wei's in a bit of trouble. Big one hits. That's big damage. Dredge line from Mickey. You know what? They let Wei go. Same. Hype is going to go match for now. This might just be one wave then. Base with Trayson, who has TP, thinking about how he goes to match the Volley Bear, or if he even does want to Dagda. But all 3 grubs at the very least. That's the story for SK in the early game. Looking good.
Yeah, Mickey basically trying to move bot lane now to cover in case there's some sort of cross map with Douglas there. He does have that Cyclone just about to come up and available, and there's no camps here for him to actually steal on this bottom side.
We're going to get Cosmic Insight. We're going to get Protobelt first. Like, there's a lot of good options here for the volley. Scatter the Week going to miss though. Opportunity for Wei. Dredgeline misses as well, but Ski flashes in. Seren caught out. Soulflare slows down the play. Here they come, all jumping in. It looks like a nice start, but Sloki's now caught out. He flashes out, but his match. Douglas ready for the bonk. It doesn't even need it. Jumps back in, trying to escape now. Douglas ends up being the trade as Yoppa is going to find his mark. I was preemptive with that, but I knew what was going to happen as Dredgeline going to find through Sky Splitter as well. Wonders roam down is better. Trayson didn't move a budge, and SK used their numbers.
Yeah, SK eventually able to use their numbers. Yoppa had already entered in towards the bottom side, so he was a little late moving towards the party. Because if you look top side, Trayson is getting a ton of plates and a wave, so Wonder's going to lose out a substantial amount for this, but the winner is going to be Yoppa. Like, 2 kills off the back of it. The Dragon as well. Like, I'd still say SK come out in the lead, but Trayson very much going to be stronger out the back of this.
He's TP'd. Hype might be found early here. 4 shot going to come through. Mickey thinking about the dredge line. You said Yoppa's quite strong.
But there's no public execution.
There is not. What's the engage? Flash from the shockwave.
You can see he's just going to kind of forego these bottom side camps to try and move into position here as SK already threatening with the TP for Oriana.
And that TP is going to be late because Dredgeline's already started. Wei's in a bit of trouble. Soulflare going to catch on down though. Skeens caught out. SK's jungler down first, so an opportunity for Heretics to the 4th shot. About to come through. Wonder on the side with the Sky Splitter. Dodge by everyone. Herald not going to reset. Instead, it goes down and Heretics find their mark. The public execution is great onto Mickey as well. Unleashed Power though, they're in a choke. Dangerous move as Wonder has to use his ulti to get on out. SK found one back, but Heretics hold strong. They hold that Drake we're playing for. And SK have control for now. Dagda. Zenith Blade. Slow Q does get a good Soulflare comes out. 2-man Shockwave as well. SK in a bit of trouble. The health bar blinking. Schemes also flash that TP from behind. And they're in the river in the choke. Wonder's going to come in with his own TP. Since the Sky Splitter down, but all he's doing is zoning as Trayson comes in. He's by himself for the time being, but he's tanking up where he can absorb the hits. Mickey flashes over. Public execution going to follow. Scatter the Week there as well with the Thundering Smash. Frenzied Maul. Not going to do too much. Sky Splitter down, but in front of a Cyclone, it becomes hard. Wonder has to stand his ground until he gets his ult, but he will not be alive for when that happens. And Team Heretics, they're doing a good job of punishing the SK plays.
Heretics keep catching SK out of position. SK were just not ready for that Dragon. Yoppa was still pushing mid, and Heretics, they managed to collapse onto the bottom side and make the plays worth their whiz for SK. Wonder's gone too deep, and now Slow Q way overextended on the top side. But Heretics...
Like it was before. I mean, he's covered this time by Skeens at the very least. This will be a stun death charge as well. They just want to kill Wei. He survived so many times, but not this time. Yes, he may be 0-4, but this time he doesn't have
to fine picks, but Heretics now are actually the ones with a bit of a lead here. They're going to take top tower. They should be in a decent spot to reset. That should give Seren second item, and I think they should be in a position now to take a really good 3rd Dragon fight for themselves.
Easy to execute and easy to complete. 2 minutes, waiting in Fog of War. Mickey and Slow Q right now. They're just going to look for this turret. Trayson gives respect, while Seren's going to get his own in that top side of the map, or at least push rather. Sorry, the turret was already taken, but a bit more gold back for SK. The trade-off is, of course, going to be this next wave crashing in. There's a teleport play happening top. That is a Syndra looking for the TP. Wonder's not going to follow this one. As he flies on up, Seren was going to base. He's got no mana. Scatter the Weak is all that's going to be needed. Slowq sending all the orbs down. Waves coming in. There's a Pantheon ult as well from Skeens. Gets the stun down, and Seren is about to die slowly. Surely the shields were a lot, though, as Slowq has to flash away. He was in melee form as Team Heretics just collapsed. Maybe a little bit too ambitious.
They've got both solo laners on the top side looking for this tower. You've also got Mickey, who's just setting up vision around the barn. I think they, if anything,
might give up third Drake right now in the hopes of opening mid. They should be able to do that. Sky Splitter with Stormbringer up and available. The threat's enough. TP going to come through. Dredgeline misses here as Trayson looks for an angle. Level 6
bot lane where they use the advantage the Slowq built up and didn't really get it. So it's kind of been these small mistakes from SK that keep coming back.
Dive coming in. Dagler's thinking about it. Now spotted out. Here comes the ulti as well. Dagler's going to ulti from the left-hand side. He gets found out with a depth charge all in onto Dagler while the mid lane defense is going to lose Skeens. Both junglers left in the middle of the enemy team, and both will drop. Now, a 4 versus 4. Who wants to fight who?
I would figure out basically if there is a way for SK to try and play around how Heretics have set this up, because Heretics team fight is significantly stronger right now.
What if they full send Dagda? Wei is going to be engaged on first. Good scatter of the week on a 2-man though, but Mickey's dead. You know what? That's what they did, Dagda. They full sent it, and look at what happened.
Yeah, and this is what I was going to say. Like, I think the all-in from Heretics is significantly stronger. And again, SK kind of not counting people on the map. Trayson hiding in the bush on the side. You had great vision already set up from Heretics, and now SK basically have to try and play the Baron bait game. But you're down a member, and Heretics may even just happily take that face check game.
This mid turret at least is going to be falling down momentarily. Genomite goes. Dagler's looking for a flank angle. Scatter the Weak's not bad, but again, they need more follow-up damage. Wonder played the side lane threat. He will get the turret after proxying the wave. Now trying to threaten a little bit more. Careful here with the recall of Hype with ulti. A Pantheon to threaten here. Sky Splitter going to come on through. Frenzy Maul looking for the longer trade, but Trayson doing completely fine here in the matchup with that much extra gold. Here comes Hype. Ulti dodged away from. Thundering Smash comes in for the stun. Good. Sky Splitter again for the shielding. And Hype didn't get the deadly fire, so there was no follow-up. Wonder's just going to walk it out. Adds a bit of
not the quickest Baron, though. See, it's only at half HP.
They don't have long-range vision. 8K, as you said. Wonder's just running in. Sky Splitter to give a bit more vision, but Baron's still going down. They need to get in now. Skeen's nowhere nearby. Trying to get through, but Wei gets on his head instead. And now another 5v5. SK didn't want to be here, and Team Heretics knew it. Good scout of the week, but here comes a curtain call to line down 3, with Mickey getting stunned up first. The 4th bullet missing as Trayson ran in. On top of Skeen's head, he now sits as Heretics will finish off the rest. Wonder can't do a damn thing, as SK have been outclassed, outpaced, and it feels like Heretics just got a freebie in game 1. Yoppa gets to sing his heart out, but unfortunately, the decibels ain't loud enough as the ace seals game.
Trayson already on that mid-members, and Trayson and Douglas tearing through one side of the fight, and Seren and Hype holding it down and making it impossible for SK to escape.
Now Volibear does nothing. He's just a stun bot. He's annoying. Hurts my heart, Dagda. His last shot from Hype before he gets hit down. This is a sad...
Okay. I've seen your Volibear do nothing.
Hey. My Volibear's full AP. Mickey gonna fly away from the solar flare. My Volibear has protocol. I subscribe to the Church of Baals, okay? And he firmly believes in damage as a person, whether it's AP Yax, whether it's Volibear, whether it is Sion. We don't muck around there. Wonder, obviously, for the sake of this game, wanted to be a frontline, but the problem is SK can't get in range to do any damage at this point, as the zone control shown here with the Baron Dredgeline going to hit a minion instead. Mickey might be dead. He's going to depth charge. Skeens gets a stun. Good scout of the week. They're finally there, but on top of Hype, he flashes away. And the reciprocation from Team Heretics Wukong is just going to spin SK into the damn air. 4th shot. Simple from Hype. Committed as they may, they put their foot in the sand, and they're like, this is where we're going to play it. And Team Heretics, they're not even at the beach, man. They went home.
Nah, they knew. Late game, they had us. They play us. They lay it out perfectly, and Yoppa will fall. Heretics will leave no man standing on SK as they will close out game number 1.
Game 1, done and dusted. Heretics keep themselves alive. And a must-win in SK versus Heretics goes Heretics for game 1.
And it started out with SK at least having some good control in the early stages, but it just... Okay, yeah, the Mel, I think, works out well. I think you had to kind of go for a mage here.
Yeah.
You'd end up... Oh, okay, maybe not. Ow. I was going to say, if you go for the Xayah, so ton of poke, you're short range. If you get auto-attacked, especially in these early stages, or get slowed, there's very...
here would be interesting. A W start for SK is pretty strong with Zaya Rakan. They're going to face check. Here comes the knock-up, waiting, goes on, and this is the power. Here we go. Hype in a bit of trouble. Getting that lethal tempo down is Yoppa. 2v2 continues off with Hype getting heavy. Traded first. He runs back in. He's no way out, but the volley won't be enough. It's first blood over to Yoppa. Zaya Rakan level 1. It's textbook, and Heretics walked right into it.
Yeah, the fact that Heretics face checked that was kind of insane. As you called it, the W from Zaya gives both a boost of attack speed to Rakan and to the Zaya on those level 1s, which is, despite not having the Smite Upgrade, still get that first Scuttle Crab. And because those top camps are spawning for Heretics, they have to try and shift up there. So Dragon is going to be started by SK.
Let's go. Hype half the way to level 6. He just wants to use lethal tempo onto Mickey. Damage is good so far. Battle Dance wins are going to be up and available. Goes into that volley and sets on up with the Q. Skeens the start of Dragon, and he's wanting to get caught out. Flash for the Q. What? Cataclysm what? Vault Breaker in. Now for the Smite contest. Douglas gets it. Messi from Skeens, who now finally Cataclysm. Douglas flashes out. He doesn't have 6 yet. What the hell is going on? The passive from Douglas holds onto his flash. That's the most disgusting thing is Realm Warp now going to come up top. And Heretics, insult to injury, to an absolute hospital bed. Now created the flash match. A good Vault Breaker from Douglas. Trayson picks up the
Heretics,
kill.
like punishing well and then doubling down to succeed for the Trayson dive.
Slow Q gets some plating in the meantime. Something back for SK, despite what just happened there. But Seren's Roam has opened up the matchup here for Trayson now with a Mortal Reminder. Excuse me, more about Mortius. And a pickaxe picked up as well. There's great damage versus the only Tarbis here from Wonder. And Seren comes back, receives the next wave. This will be good back timing here for SK's mid laner. But Grubs still go down, and this begins. He's got a hawk shot yet. Hype. He might have to flash his way. Flag and drag. Arrow gets in midway. Cataclysm goes on the support. Wave's only level 5. He can't on-call this. Steps back from Mickey. That's Hype dodging away from the knock-up, but
as well. Heretics really want to try and contest this. They spread out, so Mickey can't get value.
Arrow onto the support. Encore is a 2-man as well for the steal. Douglas flies through. Vault Breaker to come in. He gets a smite on the way as well. Cataclysm comes out late. Skeens flashes the 2-man ulti from Slowq. It looks okay, but Heretics now have to find their way back into the fight. I think they've done it thanks to Trayson slapping down for 2 kills. In the reserve. And Dagd already mentioned to you, 30 seconds until this Herald comes into play. Yoppa on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. It's going to be Vault Break it in. Yoppa has his ulti. He's been waiting. He won't even burn it. Doesn't burn the flash or the cleanse. He's just
trying to keep any sort of potential Rift Herald into a topside dive free. But you got Skeens and Mickey on the top half of the map, which means there's no real answer for a counterplay from SK's side of things. Yoppa just trying to clear out the wave and push down towards this Dragon as quickly as possible.
Mid push going to come through on the next wave. There's that Herald immediately used. Douglas has another channel of smite, so it's not like he's foregoing the Dragon by smiting down the rest of the Herald. Skeens found out. Vault Breaker waited on. Mid turret going to go down. And the map now even more open here for the Heretics as they crest over 2,000 gold.
Yeah, SK have to be very careful though, because there's 2 moves that Heretics could make. Push mid, immediately roam top and try and look for the dive on towards Slowq. So you can see that's why SK have to kind of give up the position they have in River and move back to defend the mid-wave push. And now that opens up for Heretics, which is the second play to move over towards that Dragon. So Heretics kind of giving lose if you do either way for SK.
Seren as well, is he'll clear the wave here. Skeens needs to be quick. He's seen on a ward. There goes the last minion. Slowq looking to hard push this, get the next one in. Skeens flag and drag. Where's it come from? Seren tried to sidestep, but he doesn't get it down. Flag going to be TP'd on. There's a Realm Warp out. Seren is out. Wei came up. He showed his face as well. And you know what? Showing jungler top, the only problem with that is there's a Dragon up. And that one goes down for free.
Wanted to see if he could try and find Seren, but as you say, the trade on tower is still going to come through here for Heretics alongside the Dragon. So, yeah, this is Heretics looking significantly better than SK in this series.
It was crunch time, it is crunch time, and it is the most important series in the next couple of weeks being played for. Top 4 feels like it's out. Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, top 4 definitely out of the discussion right now. Heretics pull out before that said fight occurs. 15 seconds, Vault Breaker in, Douglas quickness, going to charm him up and find a bit of a punish, flashes away from the Feathers to Fly. TP coming in immediately. Seren finds a face-checking Wonder at half HP already. The 1v1 begins. The arrow almost catches him out, but he won't need it. Seren close to the solo kill and takes him down. Rise damage OP, leaving a 4v5, leaving Mickey cease and desist with a Vault Breaker charging him up. A Battle Dance escape impossible as Dragon Soul again completed by Team Heretics.
SK through the Hail Mary hoping they can engage on Douglas, but that is not the one you want. This Vi is so tanky, able to turn it around. Heretics, they are looking to sweep SK 2-0.
That is so bad for SK. Their playoff chances with this loss would play, but SK, Soul, Chemtech Soul, and on Aatrox, you know what? Not a bad Soul.
Hype.
Does. Hype is stepping up, gets a cleanse out, the bell out of Mickey, the follow-up huge. Trayson finds over the wall and stops the flag from becoming a drag. Mickey now caught out as well. Izzy, Battle Dance, going to be used to get out. TP burned by Wonder, but Skeens is dead. Baron is up, and this comp does it fast.
Okay, Hype, I'm loving the confidence there. SK step 2, and he says, what of him? Immediately turns it around and turning it again onto Mickey.
And Mickey's going to go in, gets a quickness, there's a fate seal. Maybe Hype this time shouldn't have stepped up. There's a pick here for SK. Yopper running over the burning floor. But luckily, he's got some steadfast shoes of his own. Mickey, a little bit low, trying to play with Trayson here. Doesn't have the ulti. Baron still going down, still dead. Looking for the turn, the Vault Breaker over the wall. SK running for their lives. Trayson looking for the flash Q. You can see it in his eyes. A Realm Wolf on top of slow Q. He's got Q3, jumps it back in. Saren in a bit of trouble. The shield heals him up, but not for long. SK a bit of a turnaround. A double shutdown off the back of Baron. Finally, some of their tools layer well.
Yoppa not quite able to connect with the triple feathers there as well. Means that Douglas just able to step away. But as you say it, both carries on Heretics misstepping and giving a moment here for SK to get some goal back.
Wonder stepping in. This is dangerous. Douglas is still here.
Ooh.
Double knockup. Mickey jumping in. And then getting flashed on as well. Trayson, he's back to Demonic Ascension. Just when SK think they have breathing room, it's taken away. Arrow dodged by Wonder as he steps to the right. He might be out, but Mickey,
SK take this. They then reset with Wonder. He can then cover for top side. You're even getting like both Mickey and Skeens also going to be able to cover for that top half. So a bit of a whoopsie from Heretics. I think like you don't need.
Yoppa has his ulti. And cease and desist cannot be used on the Xayah unless you want to trade. Trayson found out the level 18 Aatrox from an angle. Douglas back in with GA. Target onto who? Slow Q on a ward for now. Mickey goes in for the engage. There's a Cataclysm and 3-man. The hot pot combo's there on top of Hype with no flash, but he ain't dying. Taking way too long. Wonder will burn him to a crisp, but look at what it took. Saren now for the chase down as SK getting ripped to shreds. They thought that Ashe has no flash, no problem, but hot damn, they couldn't layer any of the damage down, so the game is just done and into the ground. The feathers fly, but Saren for the chase with Trayson in his mind's eye. SK's 80 carry, the only one alive. But for how much longer, as Elder's going to drop down and SK are about to find themselves 0-2 in the hole.
Yoppa will fall, the Elder Dragon will go across, and it was another quick send from SK. That was not a quick end that they needed. Both Slow Q and Yoppa couldn't follow up on the damage, and you called it there in the middle of it, Hysterics. There just wasn't enough DPS.
And if there was any speculation about a comeback, it is slowly walking away. Baron is going to be taken here. Gold is going to move up to 7.5. And it is about the damage negation as Arrow connects. Mickey in trouble. He's going to battle dance away. But with this Baron, how much damage can Heretics do to try and make this game even more of a done deal?
I mean, Heretics playing incredibly well in this game. Their map movement has been spectacular.
Yep.
They've been playing really well and ensuring that they can find these plays, set up for the Dragon, catch SK in the setup as well. Yeah, this is Heretics playing incredibly well. I think like it speaks to the new coaching staff and new Mickey Mithy that you can start to see these like plays and the way they're moving around the map come together.
Yeah, I think that wealth of experience, plus the fact that, you know, we've now got Hype and Wayne for the duration of a split, like a new duo in the bottom lane, right? We've had this Korean bottom lane come in with pieces that they've wanted to work for a while now. Heretics just seeing the success of that come through. It is only one series, but to be hyped on Heretics, it is a rare feeling, to be completely brutally honest. It's been a rough split so far, but maybe that ends here. Maybe this is the start of a Cinderella run as the arrow's going to fly on and miss, but it adds pressure on. Next turret number 1 going to go down. Trayson steps up to that level 20 on the Aatrox. Flag and Dragon, Cataclysm, but Skeens might send his own death now. The Elder's still up. They have to set up a slow Q as he jumps on in. Right into Douglas's face. Gets punched to death. SK running with Saren, matches the flash, and Yoppa left alive yet. Again, the feathers fly, but it's 80 carry, the only one with the lead. No more. And Heretics 2-0 on the bingo card today. I don't think I had that one.
What a performance from Heretics. Consistently finding leads and beautifully executing the macro when they got those leads.
I'll tell you what, if there ever was a crazy playoffs run, it's going to start now with Heretics. It seems difficult, it seems near impossible, but a 2-0 versus SK, I think, is the start of that Cinderella run we were talking about, as you can vote for your key player of the series. Trayson, Douglas, or Way. Douglas and Trayson had an insane day. Both of them, for me, way up there. No pun intended again. I mean, Way has been having some of the best performances on this team, but Dagda, Trayson, Douglas today, back-to-back barn burner games.
Yeah, and I think I think it's a team effort though as Heretics, which is the impressive part and what I love to see, right? Like, it really does feel like the entire team is coming together, and we kind of need it to happen because they're 2-4 now, still a ways to playoffs, but we're going to toss it over to the AD with Nuke Duck to tell us how they make it to that promised land.
Maybe he's a genius.
Thank you guys so much, and it's really nice to finally be with a fellow Norwegian on the desk here.
Oh,
and congratulations on the 2-0. How do you feel, Nuke Duck?
Happy. I think we played well today. I think the enemy didn't play very well, so made it easier for us. But especially in the last game, the guys was really like bringing some of the stuff we have been trying to teach them to the game. So that was good, yeah.
And how has it been incorporating into Team Heretics? Because it's like the roster hasn't been doing too well this year, and you and Mythy coming in and really trying to revitalize. What's the goal for this split for you guys?
The goal for so before the split, I didn't know like their level, you know, didn't know how far we could take it. So I didn't really have like, it's hard for me to set like a goal.
You didn't have any expectations.
I didn't really. I just knew they were the worst team because I was just watching at the end, and then so I didn't know how much was like them just like down spiraling and how much was like that problems that would be harder to fix. So my goal is just to show improvement and then like hopefully like make the players better as well. And yeah, see what we can do. Of course, we're going to try to make playoffs, but we need to win every game. So it will be hard, but we will try.
Okay, Jack, elephant in the room. I get that you're trying to welcome him to the desk, but you are you are a bit of a hater.
I mean, with the draft, this is my. If we can pull up the draft, your guys' draft.
Your
so
draft.
from an ADC,
specifically criticizing your draft.
Yes. From an
it is my draft. So let's see.
It is your draft. Okay. So from an ADC point of view, when the enemy has Jarvan, Yone, I would think that I would want, if I was hype, I would say, I kind of want Ezreal. I kind of want Lucian. And you banned Lucian, and you chose to not ban Saya when I think Saya is the best ADC in Tavai.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah.
What is your take? Or walk me through it.
Okay, so...
No, not this one.
This is the wrong draft.
This is the first game draft. But
basically, as ADC, right?
Yeah.
You don't lane bot lane against the enemy jungler.
That is true.
So you lane against the enemy bot lane.
Yeah.
So how do you, from your perspective as an ADC?
I mean, I would think Ezreal Karma, because you know when they pick Rakan on 4 that they're going to go Saya Rakan, right? I would think the two options I was thinking
I don't know, but yeah, they can.
Well, yeah.
No,
you don't know. That's true.
What Jack was saying, if you can see that the thing that Jack was criticizing the most is they have this wombo combo, put you in the cage, kill you, and you're banning the mobile ADCs when you want the mobile ADCs. That's what he was about.
Yeah, right, yeah. I understand, yeah. Yeah, I think we like, I think that's like not a good way to think for as a ADC in this meta. You are just playing the game. You know, like if you win bot, and you help the team take objectives, or in Ash's case, help Seraphine win lane. Then that's enough. If the enemy all gonna kill you, like they did, they still lost. So what do you think about it? Like what do you think? Like they killed Ash many times, right?
Yeah, they did kill Ash many times, but do you think that was because seemed more because you guys had the top side that was really winning and really far ahead?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I
think like, okay, what do you think as an ADC about bot matchup 2v2?
I mean, I think this bot matchup is good. I think bot matchup is good, but I think if you play Ezreal Karma into Saya Rakan, that's also a very good bot matchup.
Yeah, but the enemy will not pick Rakan if Ezreal is open.
You think they'll pick Ezreal on 4?
Of course.
But then I think you go Kaza Rel. Or you think it's too bad matchup?
Kaza Rel? Then yeah, it's not. I think that's not good now because Kaisa is a bit weak.
Yeah.
And if you do that, the enemy can pick Alistar or even Braum last pick.
And counter the dive.
I mean, let me just say, I didn't hate it, even though the bot lane can die later on in the game. For me, it felt like Wei was having a crazy series. Was it one of those things where you're just like, okay, get your power picks in the bot lane and go 1v9 in the game?
From my point of view, when it comes to bot lane, the enemy got completely outdrafted. Like I don't even, it's not even about the player. I think the matchup bot is really, really good.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
We fucked, or like we mistaked early, you know.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got they can cheese early with W, right? This Sarakan, but Wei played super well though. So I think they both played well. They tanked many ganks, and they were very useful for the team. In the first game, they allowed us to scale, you know, because we have very scaling pick, and the enemy tried to dive bot and they got nothing, so they carried, kind of.
Yeah, I think Wei in game 1 as well on the Leona was super useful, tanking all engages.
Yeah.
Trayson was the key player of the series. I think he also, on the Mbessa, was really good in the game number 2 as well.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And do you have any thoughts, Soto?
I think he's great. How has your been? I mean, we talked to you before, and you said he's been great so far, and all this stuff, and he likes improving. But now, do you feel like he's getting a new, I guess, a higher degree of comfort when it comes to playing? Do you feel like he's fitting in with the team, finally understanding how everyone wants to incorporate him and stuff like this? Or what's your take on him?
Yeah, I think so. Today, or like he's like really good. I think against Wunder he has like a little bit edge maybe on the skill matchups, you know, and that's what he used today, because he picked basically 2 scaling matchups and didn't lose lane, and then after he was basically unkillable. And yeah, he directs the game pretty well too sometimes, but as any player, we have some good calls and some less good ones.
Well,
you know.
Thank you very much, Nukdog, for taking the time, and congratulations on your win. And we'll be tossing to a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Na'Vi versus Vitality.